That pitch outside. They throw down to second. But Kim Jun Song is able to get in, back in. Pitch is inside, runs the count 3-0 on deck for South Korea, Park Jun-bin. 2 outs, 3 balls, no strikes. Way inside walks Song, or Sim rather. So now the bases are loaded. Park Jun-bin will come to the plate. Here comes the runner home on the pass ball. He's going to score standing up, and the first run of the game belongs to Seoul, South Korea. Kim Ju-song scores from third on the wild pitch. Park Jun-bin is hitting 167. He's 1 for 6 here in the tournament for the last 5 days. Runners are at second and third as they advance on the pass ball. Pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. As we have rain just within a mile or so from Ritwan Park, so trying to hustle things along as best we can. There was a 35-minute delay before the first game this morning. Game was scheduled for 10 o'clock. Didn't get started till about 10:35. This game was scheduled for 12:30, and we just got started at 1:30, so an hour behind on the strikeouts by Park. We are going to the top of the second. It will be Baldwin, Hunter, and Poe coming up here at the 2013 Colt World Series.
But with Iconic Studio, there's more to see. Just go to IconicSchools.com to see all your team's candidates today.
On the top half of the second inning for Southern Illinois. The pitcher, number 17, Gavin Baldwin.
Gavin Baldwin is going to lead off the top of the second inning for Southern Illinois. Ground ball toward the left side. As Kim picks it up, tosses across for the first out here in the second inning. It's going to bring up Nick Hunter on the ground out to third, after the ground out to third. Nick Hunter, the first baseman for Southern Illinois. Nick Hunter hitting .375. He's 3 for 8, 2 singles, a double. He has 4 RBIs, scored 2 runs. That ball caught out in left field for the second out. Just received word that the game is going to be suspended here momentarily as there's lightning in the area. Very, very close. As I've been telling you, we knew it was within probably about a mile of us or so just moments ago. As we can hear the thunder, and that's going to be it here. So an 0, no balls, no strikes, as Poe is coming to the plate with 2 outs. And the game is suspended at 1:59. 1:59, we will ride out this rain and resume here in just a little bit. 1:59, the game is suspended. 1-0, South Korea, they lead. The umpire said this game is going to be suspended until 2:30. Until 2:30, so about 30 minutes or so. We'll be back and have the startup at around 2:30 or so. Thanks for watching. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. 1-2. As we begin play here, it is 79 degrees. And the first pitch was at 9:58. So the count now 2-2 on Dylan Poe. This is his first at bat in the game. The 2-2 on the way. Inside, held up. Poe's hitting .143. He's 1 for 7. That was a single. He scored 2 runs in the game. Count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes on Dylan Poe with 2 out here in the top of the second. Curveball, strike 3, got him looking on the outside corner. So now we head to the bottom of the second, and Seoul, South Korea will be coming to bat. It will be Lee Woon-chan, Lee Ho-young, and Kang Hong-ju, all coming up next. This is the 2018 Colt World Series. Here we are, bottom of the second of this game, suspended from yesterday. Leading off will be Lee Woon-chan. The new pitcher for Southern Illinois, Nick Compton. Compton wears number 10, the right-hander, on the mound. Pitch is a little bit low for a ball. Yesterday, Puerto Rico, they beat Brownsville, Texas in the first matchup of the morning prior to the rain, 7-4 to advance to the championship game. That will take place at 7 o'clock tonight here at Rent One Park. It's Championship Wednesday here with the Colt World Series. Here's the 2-0. Inside 3-0 to Lee Woong Chan. In for a strike, 3-1. John is hitting .333. He's 2 for 6 with 2 singles. Pops this one on the left side. Third baseman steps in to make the catch. That is Poe, and there is one down here in the bottom of the second inning. Lee Ho-young, the batter for Seoul, South Korea. Korea undefeated so far in the tournament. That's why if Southern Illinois wins, there would be a second game as a qualifier for the championship game tonight, as the pitch from Compton is in there for a strike. Defensively, Jerger, Winters, Baldwin, left to right in the outfield. That ball's pulled foul. On the infield, it's Poe, Malawi, Anderson, Hunter, Bunselmeyer, the catcher. And, of course, the new pitcher here in this game is Nick Compton. The 0-2 count to Lee Ho-young. Outside for a ball. This game time at 10 o'clock. It was dependent on last night's Miners win. Swung on and missed, and that's a strikeout for Nick Compton. Lee Ho-young strikes out swinging for the second out here in the bottom of the second.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 12,
Kang Hong-ju, the batter here for South Korea. The Miners won last night in the bottom of the ninth, dramatic fashion, a 2-run home run from first baseman Chance Shepard to win it for the Miners, 4-3. So they're off today and going to play a doubleheader today to accommodate tonight's championship game at 7 o'clock. The strike from Baldwin in there, curveball for a strike. 0-2 from Nick Baldwin. That's hit towards short. Malawi picks it up, throws across, good throw. 3 up, 3 down as we head to the top of the third inning. It is 1-0 Korea over Southern Illinois.
We were looking for a platform that would help to reflect the high standards of the Wharton brand.
Pitcher, number 10, Nick Compton.
Here we go. Top of the third for Southern Illinois. Nick Compton, the left fielder, the pitcher right now for Southern Illinois. He's going to hit. Southern Illinois down 1-0. As the pitch from Kang Hong-ju is on the way. A little bit high for ball one. Here's the 1-0. Outside corner for a strike. The curveball, 67 miles an hour. Pitch a little bit low for ball 2, 2-1 as it gets past the catcher, Lee Ho Young. That ball is pulled foul at the left field line.
Please return all foul balls to the Visit SI table. If you give the ball, we'll give you a $10 Dick's Sporting Goods gift card.
As the strikeout of Nick Compton for the first out here in the top of the third inning. Bryce Anderson, the second baseman for Southern Illinois. He steps in on the right side with one down here in the top of the third. Ball inside. As that one got the ump. He's going to walk that one off just a second. Paces around behind the plate. Got him on the hand, it appears. On the left hand as he shakes that out. Stung him a little bit, but he climbs back in. Here's the 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Outside corner for strike 2, 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Driven in the gap toward right center field. That's going to get down one hop, played by the right fielder. Park Jun Bin gets over, cuts that one off, but Bryce Anderson is on with a single to right to start things off for Southern Illinois, the first hit of the game. The catcher, Corey Bunselmeyer, at the plate now. Anderson is in the runner at first. Pitch in there for a strike. Curveball, 62 miles an hour. Here's some of the fans moan below us here. As Bunselmeyer checks with Todd Poe, the coach for Southern Illinois. Anderson off and running. Throw down is not in time as Bryce Anderson slides in to second base, puts himself in scoring position. Anderson got a nice jump on that pitch. Of course, the curveball from the pitcher, Kang Hong-ju, about 68 miles an hour, gives himself a little bit of time to get down to second. Here's the 0-2, swung on and missed for the second out of the game.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Two down, top of the third, runner at second. Pitch on the outside, another curveball. Just a little bit wide for ball one. This is a continuation of the game. It was suspended yesterday because of the weather. Man, we had a lot of rain come down yesterday morning. Cleared out in the afternoon. That ball fouled off to the left side by Bunselmeyer, or excuse me, by Brian Winters, the top of the order now for Southern Illinois. First time up, Winters struck out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. As they try to pick off Bryce Anderson back at second. Throw was high, but Anderson got his hand in plenty of time. 1-1 pitch. On the way to Brian Winters. Fouled off to the left side. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Please return all foul balls to the Visit SI table. Thank you.
Here's the 1-2. 2 outs, runner at second. Hit right back at the pitcher, off his glove to short. Play by the shortstop, Nade. Makes a nice throw over there, Kim Ju-sung. So that play will go 1-6-4 on the putout. And we head to the bottom of the third here at the 2018 Colt World Series. Takes over here. And this game resumed from yesterday as the ball high. 1-1 the count. Pitch inside, 2-1. Correa occupies the dugout on the first base side to my right. Southern Illinois to the left. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed. 81-mile-an-hour fastball from Compton. Count now 2-2 with 1 out. Pitch a little bit high, 3-2. Full count for Seoul. As we mentioned, they're undefeated in the tournament so far. They beat Greensboro, North Carolina in their first game 5-4. This ball driven in the air in right field. Just a long fly ball. Baldwin makes the catch in right, throws ahead. It's going to be Kim Ju-sung that tags up and winds up at third. And Kang Min-ju tags up and goes to second. So 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. You can see that Seoul is going to be aggressive on the base paths. They really have been the entire tournament. They know how to run the bases. They know how to tag. And they take advantage of the opportunities when presented. So the batter, Sim Jun-so, he walked yesterday. That ball is in the dirt. And the runner from third, Kim Jun-sung, is able to score on the wild pitch. Kang Min-ju goes to third. So now it is 2-0. And that runner just 90 feet away for Korea. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the 3-0. In there for a strike, 3-1. Fastball from Compton, 81 miles an hour on the gun. That's a walk. Ball 4, a little bit low on the pitch. So 2 walks from Kim Jun So. It's going to be the right fielder now. Park Jung Bin will hit from the right side. With runners at the corners, 2 down here in the bottom of the 3rd, 2-0. Seoul with the lead. Outside corner is good. The umpire consistently giving that outside corner on the plate. Did yesterday as well. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside, strike 2, same spot. The umpires are gonna give it. You might as well take advantage of it. So 0-2 now. Ball low. The throw down at second is no good. Seoul Korea pulls off the double steal, and Kim Jun So winds up all.
The IBM Cloud Video Service provides us with complete flexibility.
Into short left field, he had to chase it down. So 3-0 now. And a runner at 3rd for Park Jung Bin. Curveball. Misses. 1-2. Compton didn't like the call. Climbs back up on the mound. Fastball swung on and missed. Struck him out, and that ends the bottom of the 3rd. So Korea scores 2 here in the bottom of the 3rd. We're heading to the top of the 4th. It is 3-0, Seoul, South Korea. This is the 2018 Colt World Series. Three to nothing. 1-0 after yesterday's suspended play. And Korea's put 2 on the board here in the bottom of the 3rd. So leading off, it's going to be the shortstop, Cole Malawi. Malawi in the tournament. Hitting 167, 1 for 6 with a single. Has 1 RBI, scored 2 runs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Driven down the left field line, out of play. Runs the count to 0-2 for Malawi.
Please return all foul balls to the SI table.
Turned out to be a beautiful day with clouds in the background here at Rent-One Park. Cooler temperatures as well. Curveball a little bit low, 1-2. After the last week or so of temperatures in the low 90s, 92, 93, but the humidity was so high. A little bit better here today. 79 at first pitch. This ball is fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Seoul Korea, the Asia Pacific Zone champion. Undefeated in the tournament. Swung on and missed. Struck him out. Malawi strikes out for the second time in this game. It's going to bring up the left fielder, Austin Jurger. Jurger hitting .250, 2 hits and 8 at-bats. And he looks at ball 1. Here's the 1-0. A little bit inside for ball 2. 7 o'clock tonight will be the championship game. One of these two teams will be playing in that game tonight when they take on Puerto Rico. We'll have all the action right here on the live stream starting a little bit before 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is the first pitch Central Time. And we will crown the 2018 Colt World Series. The Netherlands, the defending champion, were eliminated. Swung on and missed. 77-mile-an-hour fastball from Kang Ho-Ju. This one has popped up. Short center field. Could be trouble. Shortstop goes out and makes a great catch, diving for it as it was in between 3 fielders. What a great job by the shortstop, Kim Jun-sung. He just kept going, and he winds up falling forward and catching the ball for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, number 1, Gavin.
For the second out, Gavin Baldwin will come to the plate. Boy, what a nice play by Kim Jun-sung at short. So 2 down now. Gavin Baldwin. Curveball, nice curveball, 63-mile-an-hour on the inside portion of the plate. 3-0 the score. Ball a little bit low, another curve. Kang Hong-ju likes to throw the off-speed stuff. Here's the windup and the pitch. Foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball's hit on the ground toward third. Choi Young-hyu make the play for the third out. It goes 5-3 on the putout. 1-2-3 for Southern Illinois. All 4 innings they've been retired in order. And we head to the top of the 5th.
When we were looking for a streaming platform, we were looking for something reliable. It just had to work.
Batter. Ball, curveball, a little bit high for a ball 1. One ball, 1 strike with 1 out. That ball's fouled back just below the window from the production staff. Play-by-play man for the Southern Illinois Miners last night had one come through his window here. He's next door, and he's like a magnet over there. Ball's coming up toward the windows. That hit just below. Here's the 2-2. Swung on a miss. Nice pitch. 82-mile-an-hour fastball from Compton to retire Lee Ho-young. 2 down.
The pitcher, number 12,
Kang Hong-ju, the pitcher. Bats here. In the bottom of the 4th, he grounded out to short yesterday in his first at bat. Fouls off the first one here. Kang Hong Ju batting 500 in the tournament. Coming into this game, 1 hit in 2 at-bats. One ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Compton's pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike 2, 1-2. Slow curveball hit towards short. Malawi with it. Throws across, pulls the first baseman off, but he makes the tag, and that's 3 up, 3 down for Southern Illinois as they retire Korea 6-4 on that last play. They're going to have the top of the order in the bottom of the 5th. The top of the 5th will feature Nick Hunter, Dylan Poe, and Nick Compton all coming up. This is the 2018 Colt World Series from Rent One Park in Marion, Illinois. The runs come off the walks and a hit by pitch. Here's the first pitch, bunted foul, left side by Nick Hunter. That ball is driven in the air towards center field. Center fielder glides over. Oh, he lost his, kind of got his feet tied up. And the ball winds up bouncing behind him. And so it is Nick Hunter. With the stand-up double. He was there, but his feet, as he kind of was arranging his feet, just as the ball came in, he kind of caught a cleat in the turf, it looked like. And the ball bounces behind him. He's able to get the ball in quickly, and fortunately they keep Hunter at second. But maybe that's the spark Southern Illinois needed. Nick Hunter is at second. Dylan Poe, the batter for Southern Illinois. Nobody out. Pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. Kang Hong Ju, the pitcher, works from the third base side of the rubber. From the stretch, looks back at Hunter. Misses for 3-0. We see somebody in the bullpen now for Korea down the right field line. In the bullpen to the right. The bullpens here at Rent Run Park sit end to end as the 3-0 is in for a strike, 3-1, the curveball, fastball. Here's the 3-0. Swung on a miss, 3-2. 74 mile an hour from Kang Hong Ju. On deck will be Nick Compton. If anybody gets on, Bryce Anderson. Here's the 3-2. Inside, walks him. So 2 on now for Southern Illinois. And the manager for Seoul, South Korea, takes a stroll out to talk to his pitcher, Young Moo Song. The skipper gives him a pat on the shoulder. Sets his defense at second. Center fielder Kong Min Gu rather. Kong Min Gu. You can tell he's still upset missing that fly ball that allowed Hunter to get the double. Runners at first and second. The bunt is in the air, caught by the catcher, as Compton couldn't get the bunt down. That's the first out here in the 5th inning. Bryce Anderson will be the hitter. He's got the only hit for Southern Illinois in the game so far. That came in the 3rd inning when he singled toward right center. That pitch is lined toward, oh, what a great play by Kim Jung-song as he caught the soft liner over his head in short left and then doubled off Nick Hunter at second base. Wow, well done.
We use IBM Cloud Video.
Please return all foul balls to the Visit SI table. If you give us
Korea
the ball
still
back,
does not
we'll
have a
give you a
hit.
$10 Dick's
The
Sporting
damage
Goods
they've
gift
done has
card.
come on 2 walks and an error. Here's the 1-2. That's hit on the ground towards short. Malawi with it. And across to Hunter for the first outs. 1 down. Kong Min Gu, it will be the batter. Compton's at 51
Now batting,
pitches here
center
in the
fielder,
game.
number 1, Kang Min Gu.
Pitch is way inside for ball 1. That was a fastball. Pitch from Compton bounced in. 2-0. 2-0 the count. That ball popped in the air, and Compton makes a nice play, running off the backside of the mound as he catches the little pop up. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, number 13,
Choi Hyung Kyu, the batter. He was hit by a pitch in the first, popped out to the catcher. He hits this one right back up the middle for a solid single. That's his first hit of the game.
Now batting, first baseman, number 7,
Song Ho Jong, the batter, with 1 on here. 2 down. Compton from the stretch. That ball, fly ball toward left. Jurger under it, doesn't have to move hardly at all. And that's the 3rd out of the game on the fly ball to left field. So now we go to the He's walked twice in the game. Looks at ball one outside. So it's no runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for Southern Illinois. Korea with 3 runs. They have their first hits and no errors.
We use IBM Cloud Video to distribute our video.
So Sim Jun So will be on first base here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Now batting, right fielder, number 17,
Park Jun Bin will have an opportunity to hit. With a runner at first, he struck out twice, swinging, looking for his first hit of the game. Compton still the pitcher for Southern Illinois. His first pitch in for a strike, a 78-mile-an-hour fastball. Ball is hit foul onto the concourse level. Oh, 2 the count. Park Jun Bin, the hitter, with the runner at first in front of him. That ball is hit in the gap towards center. Long way to go for Winters as he, the last second, had to made a dive to catch that one, and he comes up with the ball. Beautiful catch out in center by Brian Winters. And that is the first out. What a nice play. We've seen some really, really outstanding defensive play in this tournament. Plays like that. Collins for the Netherlands made a couple of outstanding plays. Zabalos, the shortstop for Puerto Rico, and others. Those are the ones I just recall right off the top of my head. There's one down. Sim is at first. This is Lee Woon Chan. He takes a strike, evens the count. Excuse me, 0-1 the count. Lee, the batter, flew out to third, flew out to center. The runner takes off, he stops, he gets caught up in the middle. Southern Illinois has him in a rundown. Back and forth they go. And he's safe as the ball is dropped. Somebody said runner interference can't be runner interference. He owns the base path. As him and the pitcher Compton collide, he stayed in the base path. So he is safe at first. And that's a break for Seoul. And the manager, I believe that is Joe Kretz, comes out. He wants to talk to the umpire. Oh, that's Todd Poe. My apologies. He's going out to talk to the first base umpire. He just wants a clarification on what happened. Shakes hands with the ump before he has the conversation. Don't see that whole lot. The throw that is in question in the rundown, the runner never got out of the base path. The base path is his. He has every right to that, and he ran into the pitcher who actually had the ball, was covering on that throw, and as they did, the ball popped out of Compton's glove. Thus, the runner is safe at first. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Ball's in the dirt. Sim Jung So, the runner at first, a little anxious, got off a little too far, but he gets back in after that pitch. So here's the 2-1 with 1 out. Hit foul left side. They even the count 2-2. Now, in that rundown, the runner cannot take a swipe at the glove to knock it out, but it was incidental contact and the ball came out. And I'm sure that is exactly what the ruling was. So a 3-2 count now to Lee. He's 0 for 2 in the game. Sim is the runner at first. Back in, he's safe at first, the throw over to first. Compton has a nice pickoff move. They throw back over again. So it takes about 2 steps off, and the throw was right there. But he's able to get that right foot on the bag. They know that So wants to take off. He's done it twice already. High with the pitch. That's going to walk Lee. And So finally will be down at second. On the base on balls. Lee Ho Young will be the batter. He shakes hands with the catcher, Bunselmeyer. The sportsmanship displayed here in this tournament has been absolutely unbelievable. They all play hard, play competitive, but they shake hands. They acknowledge each other on the field. We have a pinch hitter. Kwong will be pinch hitting. Kwon Kyok Young, number 47, the pinch hitter. Ball is popped up towards second. Bryce Anderson floats out, makes the catch, the second out of the inning. Kang Hongju will be the batter. Grounded out to short 2 times. First time back in the second time in the fourth. With 2 down, the 3-0 lead from Seoul, South Korea. He lines that one into center field. That could score 1. Sim Jung-soo, he stops at third. He's held up by the third base coach, and now the bases are loaded for South Korea. Sim is at third. Lee at second. Kang at first. With 2 outs, top of the order we go. Kim Jun-song, the batter. He scored 2 of the 3 runs in the game. Walked in the first inning. Reached on an error in the third and scored. This ball hit towards short in the hole as Malawi had gone over to the bag to cover. 1 run is in. 2 runs are going to score, and it is 5-0 Seoul, Korea. On the RBI single by Kim Jun-song.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 1,
Kang Min-gu will come to the plate, puts his batting gloves on. 2 outs. It is 5-0 Seoul. Let's fill you in on what happens here as he flies this one towards center field. Winters over toward right center, makes the catch, and that's the end of the inning. We are going to the top of the 7th. Southern Illinois needs 5.
The IBM Cloud Video Service provides us with complete flexibility.
On the left-hander. Southern Illinois needs 5 runs to tie here in the 7th. Nick Hunter will lead things off. Flew out to left in the 2nd. Doubled in the 5th inning. So Seoul, South Korea, 3 outs away. If they hang on, this ball is lifted in the air. As short right field, the second baseman, Lee Woong Chong, went back on it. Really should have been the right fielder's ball. He kind of easily came in. He could have made that play, but that's what Southern Illinois was needing. They need base runners.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 4,
Dylan Poe at the plate, struck out looking in the second, walked in the fifth. He's 0 for 1. So no runs on 5 hits, 2 errors for Southern Illinois. 5 runs on 4 hits for Korea with no errors. 5-0 here in the top of the 7th. And the first batter gets on. He stands at second. Pitch in there for a strike, 76 mile an hour on the gun. So Ha Min trying to close out the game for Korea. 7 o'clock will be the championship game tonight. If this game stays the way it is right now. If by chance Southern Illinois can come back and eventually win this game, there would be a second game this afternoon to see who would qualify for the championship game. Pitch misses inside. 3-1 now to Dylan Poe. Here's the 3-1. Hit on the ground, foul, just foul, down the third base line. Even takes the 3-2, full count to Dylan Poe. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss, struck him out on an inside fastball, 78 mile an hour. So 1 down. Nick Compton comes to the plate. He struck out in the third. Popped out to the catcher in the fifth on a nice play from the catcher. Lee Ho Young. He's out of the game now. Kwon Young is the catcher. Here's the 1-0. Pop down the right field line. 3 players make their way. It falls in for a single. Nice play, and they're going to get him at second base. Safe. No, he got his foot in under. As the first baseman, the right fielder, and the second baseman all had tried to make the play. It bounced in between them all and quickly picked up by the first baseman and thrown to second. It was close, but a nice job of base running by Nick Compton on the double. So now Hunter is at third, Compton is at second, and Bryce Anderson steps into the plate, the second baseman. He has 1 hit in the game. Lined out to short his second time up. The hit came back in the third inning. As Young Moo Sun, the manager of the Korea team, out talking to his pitcher. .11:20 Central Time here at Brentwood Park. We appreciate you watching on the live stream for any of the games this week. This is game number 17 of the tournament. The pitch is just outside. Runners at second and third. Southern Illinois threatening. They've yet to score in the game, looking for their first run. They have 6 hits, but no runs here in the 7th. That ball fouled off to the right, off the top of the screen. back into the crowd.
Please return all foul balls to the visit SI table. Thank you.
Here is the 1-1. Hit on the ground toward second. First baseman gets to it. Gets the runner at first. Close as he slid in. And it was Bryce Anderson that slid in as well. So there have been 2 times. Defensively, Korea is very, very good. They field very well, but their pitchers a little slow to cover. That's the second time that the first baseman's had to make the play on his own. There is 2 out. 1 run scored. That was Hunter.
Number 16, Noah Boone.
Noah Boone will be the batter. Runner at third. Swung on a miss from Boone. Number 16, just checking in. So Compton is at third now. Off speed, curveball, 57 miles an hour. Evens the count at 1-1. There's 2 down. Southern Illinois down to their final outs. Can they rally? Down 4. Top of the 7th. In there for a strike. Strike 2. 77 on the gun from So Ha Min. The left-hander stands toward the first base side of the rubber from the stretch with the runner on third. Here's the 1-2 with 2 outs. Outside, 2-2. Outfield straight away. Wow. 54-mile-an-hour curveball that I believe everybody thought was a strike. Called a ball. 3-2 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, and that is the ball game.
We use IBM Cloud Video to distribute our video.
Korea is going to the championship game tonight at 7 o'clock when they face Puerto Rico here at Rent One Park for the championship of the 2018 International Colt World Series here at Rent One Park. 1 run on 6 hits, 2 errors by Southern Illinois, 5 runs on 4 hits, and no errors for Seoul. And congratulations to Southern Illinois on a great tournament. They represented very well here at Rent One Park. But it's going to be a matchup of Seoul, Korea and Puerto Rico tonight at 7 o'clock for the championship of the Colt World Series. We'll have the ceremony where Southern Illinois receives their medals from Pony, baseball, and softball. We'll have all the action for you tonight on our live stream. You can watch it live right here just a little bit before the hour of 7 o'clock. As the Seoul Korea team, they stop and they bow toward the press box saying thank you. And now they do the same to the fans up the first base line. So tonight, it'll be the championship game. Korea and Puerto